Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. And we are looking at the full moon in Cancer, which is coming up on December 29th and in some areas on December 28th. All right, and this full moon in Cancer, the spread is brought to you by Biddy Tarot. And we're going to look at 6 questions as usual. And what this full moon in Cancer is asking you to do is to feel the feels with the new moon in Cancer, honoring the way you have nurtured yourself and celebrating the divine feminine within. And it wants you to release the barriers to your healing. Now, that could be physical healing, it could be emotional healing, it could be spiritual healing, whatever type of healing you're looking at. Okay, so there's 6 questions that ask you. Is how have I nurtured my emotional self in the last 6 months? Where in your life are you ready to heal? How can you open your heart while maintaining healthy boundaries? Which of your emotions are no longer serving your highest good? What aspects of yourself need mothering now? And what do I need to release in order to trust life? So those are the 6 questions for this full moon in Cancer. It's honoring the way you have nurtured yourself and celebrating the divine feminine within and helping you release the barriers to healing. So let's get started. How have you nurtured your emotional self in the last 6 months? How have you nurtured yourself in the last 6 months? It's represented by the Queen of Stones and the Bear. Where in your life are you ready to heal? Where in your life are you ready to heal? Where in your life are you ready to heal during this full moon in Cancer? 2 cards come out, the Guardian and the Hooded Man. So a court card and 2 life lessons cards. How can you open your heart whilst maintaining healthy boundaries? The Mirror. Another life lessons card. Which of your emotions are no longer serving your highest good? Which of your emotions are no longer serving your highest good? During this full moon in Cancer, which of your emotions are no longer serving your highest good? Empowerment in the 5 of Bows. What aspects of yourself need mothering right now? Ace of Stones and the Archer. And what do you need to release in order to trust your life? 7 of Arrows, Insecurity. So there you have it. Queen of Stones, looking at how you nurtured your emotional self in the last 6 months. During this full moon in Cancer, honoring the ways you have nurtured yourself and celebrating the divine feminine within, release the barriers to your healing. How have you nurtured your emotional self in the last 6 months? And that's represented by that Queen of Stones, a bear. Okay? And the bear is a nurturing card to begin with. Okay? The Queen of Stones tells me that, she's very aware of what's going on within the castle with materialism, security, stability. So within the last 6 months, you've taken on that queenly aspect, all right, of getting things more organized in your life, okay? Knowing where that stability is going to come from. Embracing the security and the challenges, that has happened over the last 6 months, okay? And, really getting yourself into a good balance emotionally to help nurture that over the last 6 months as you're going forward into this full moon in Cancer. All right, so you've got all the aspects of the stones, there, and the Queen's there to give you advice. She's there to protect you, and she'll ask that question. What more can I do to protect you on your journey? During this full moon in Cancer, and she's going to be there to protect you. As you're celebrating that divine feminine. Okay, as you're releasing the barriers to healing, whatever that is. Okay, she's going to nurture you just like she would nurture her young cubs. So that's how you can nurture your emotional. That's how you've nurtured your emotional self in the last 6 months, is by taking on that aspect of that Queen of Stones and that bear. Two cards came out, and where in your life are you ready to heal? It's the Guardian and the Hooded Man. Now, the Guardian, these are two life lessons cards. Okay, and I'll hold them up there for you so you can see. Now, the Guardian asks you to face your fears. You know, before you walk through that doorway behind them, it's asking you to face your fears. Now, those can, that's all inward, and that's what that Hooded Man is looking at as well. Okay, the Hooded Man wants you to look within. It wants you to, to gain that inner perspective. Okay, to ask yourself, where have I come from in the last 6 months? Okay, and where am I going to during this full moon in Cancer? Where in your life are you ready to heal? Okay, that Hooded Man is telling you know what? I'm ready to heal inward. I'm ready to look at what's going on with my soul and making sure it's in alignment with spirit, making sure it's in alignment with the universe, making sure it's in alignment with my goals moving forward during this full moon in Cancer. Making sure that it's in alignment so you can heal. And that Guardian is saying, you know what? It's good to look within. It's good to understand where your fears are at. Because once you understand where your fears are at, then you can go ahead and conquer them. Then you can walk past me on your path during this full moon in Cancer. So that's the message there. Where in your life are you ready to heal? Face your fears with the Guardian and look within with that Hooded Man. Okay, and it even ties into the next card. How can you open your heart while maintaining healthy boundaries? And that's represented by the Mirror. Okay, another life lessons card. You can maintain healthy boundaries, okay, during this full moon in Cancer, all right, by looking within the mirror, by understanding, okay, what's happening on the other side. Looking within yourself to help heal that, which is, maybe a barrier within healing, okay, to help you with, where you're ready to heal with that Guardian and that Hooded Man like I just talked about. Okay, opening up your heart takes a lot. It takes a lot to trust. Okay, you have to trust yourself. You have to look into that mirror, okay, and ask yourself, am I ready for this? Okay, I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to move forward to the other side. And if you see, there's a sarcophagus on that other side. And you've got the King of Herons right there to help you out. And that's all about psychic energy. That's all about emotional energy. And that's what this full moon in Cancer is talking about, okay, is emotional energy. If you can get your heart in an emotion, in a stable emotional place, you're going to be able to face whatever it is you need to face, okay, and maintain that healthy boundary, whether it's with a job, whether it's with a career, whether it's with, in a relationship, whether it's with yourself, your relationship with the universe and the spirit, relationship with people, co-workers, okay. So that's how you can open your heart while maintaining healthy boundaries with that Mirror card. Which are your emotions that are no longer serving your highest good? It's empowerment. 5 of Bows. And it's here you go with all these life lessons cards and a court card, and now this 5 of Bows is saying, you know what? You've been empowered all this time to reach your highest good. It's time to let that go. It's time to just, you know what? I'm gonna let spirit heal me. I'm gonna let the universe heal me. I'm gonna let this full moon heal me. I'm gonna go out there with my intentions. Okay, underneath that full moon, I'm gonna open myself up. I'm gonna, become like that mirror and let it reflect. Let that moon, okay, be like that sphere and reflect off of it. All right? Stop trying to chase that which is going on. Okay, start trying to analyze what is going on. Because that's what Bow's energy is. It's all about air. Okay, and it's that mental attitude. So, don't take that. The emotion that's not serving you anymore is the empowerment. It's no longer serving your highest good. Okay? Quit trying to bang your head up against the wall trying to make something happen. All right? Let it come to you instead of you going to it. So that's that Five of Bows empowerment. Two other cards come up. What aspects of yourself need mothering now? That Ace of Stones, the foundation of life, and the Archer. Okay, now both of these cards, the Ace of Stones, the foundation of life, and the Archer, are aspects that need mothering right now. Again, you have a new beginning, insecurity, stability, materialism, okay, a new opportunity of, taking things that are with you to nurture you, all right? And the Archer wants you to set your sights on that goal. What aspects of yourself need mothering right now? Setting your sights on new goals. Picking out what that target is, okay? And, starting out with a fresh beginning of materialism, security, stability. That could be within a job. That could be within a relationship. And to be frank with you, that's going into the new year. So look at 2021 as an aspect of yourself that needs mothering right now. Taking on those new challenges of security, stability, materialism, and setting your goals high, okay? Staying to the mark, staying true to the target that you're pointing at. Because look, that Archer's got that bow drawn. It's ready to go. Just waiting for that moment, all right? So be aware of what's happening. That's how you can, those are the two aspects, life lessons card and the new beginning card, that can help with yourself, to need the mothering. And what do you need in order to release, to trust life? That's represented by insecurity, Seven of Arrows. If you are insecure with what's going on, you need to let that go. Because nothing can happen during this full moon in Cancer if you're insecure. If you're insecure with your stability, if you're insecure with your materialism, insecure with your security. If you're insecure emotionally, you're an emotional wreck. You're not going to go anywhere. You're going to be stuck in the mud. You're going to have that woe is me going on. All right, so you need to release that and trust life. Trust life is going to take care of you. Trust the universe is going to take care of you. Trust spirit is going to take care of you as you're moving forward. That's what you need to release in order to trust life. Be self-confident. All right? Move forward, one day at a time. Create a list if you have to. All right? But let go of that insecurity. Insecurity does nothing but hold you back. Okay? So that's a full moon in Cancer. Just to refresh, to be nurtured over your last 6 months is that Queen of Stones, that bear. That's how you've nurtured your emotional self in the last 6 months. You've taken on that queenly aspect, all right, of, running your castle, knowing what's going on, having that emotional balance in your life. The Guardian and the Hooded Man, okay, is where you are in your life and where you're ready to heal. Face your fears, look within. Understand the little perspective, just like the Wren. Doesn't have to be a big perspective. It can be something small. It could be something minor, okay? But look within. The Mirror tells you to do the same thing. That's how you can open your heart while maintaining a healthy boundary. Okay, look within. Try to get to that other side. Past that sarcophagus. You got the King of Vessels sitting there, okay, helping you out, all right? But you have to understand your true self to maintain that healthy boundary. Let go of the emotion of empowerment that's no longer serving your highest good. Let life come to you, as we've seen over here with that Seven of Arrows. Don't bang your head against the wall anymore. Quit overthinking it. Move, let things come to you instead of you going to it. What aspects of yourself need mothering right now? Knowing that you have a new foundation of life, okay, which is built upon the bedrock, all right, and you're keeping your sights set on a goal. You know what you want. Keep mothering that with what's going on. Develop those new opportunities of security, stability, materialism, and keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the goal during this full moon in Cancer. that, where you can celebrate the divine feminine, where you can release the barriers to your healing, whatever that type of healing may be. And then finally, what do you need to release in order to trust life? That's 7 of Arrows, insecurity. So there you have it, full moon in Cancer. Brought to you by the Spirit's Path through Biddy Tarot. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, share your comments with others, and this is Dee for the Spirit's Path, and we'll talk to you in a new moon in January, coming up in a couple weeks. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.